Welcome back. The details. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi returned home on Tuesday, ending a two-day visit to Jordan for talks with King Abdullah II, which tackled a number of regional issues of mutual concern, as well as means to foster bilateral ties in various domains. The details.
Wrapping up a two-day state visit to Jordan, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi arrived home on Tuesday. Ahead of his departure, President el-Sisi met with Jordanian Prime Minister Bishr el-Khassauna, who hailed historic ties that bind the two nations at both official and social levels. President el-Sisi expressed appreciation for the welcoming reception, praising strong ties with Jordan. The head of state said he is looking forward to boosting ties at the economic and trade levels, either bilaterally or within the framework of the tripartite cooperation mechanism with Iraq. The president also expressed his appreciation to efforts being exerted by the Jordanian government with regards to the Egyptian community in Jordan. He said Cairo and Amman are cooperating in the medical field to counter repercussions of the coronavirus pandemic. For his part, the Jordanian Prime Minister hailed the national mega projects and comprehensive development steps being implemented in Egypt. He said Jordan is looking forward to benefiting from development efforts in Egypt through an exchange of expertise and joint investments. Earlier, during the president's meeting with Jordanian King Abdullah II in Amman, President el-Sisi held coordination between Egypt and Jordan in issues of mutual concern, as well as their keenness on boosting joint Arab action in a way that serves countering current challenges facing the Arab nation. Presidential spokesman Bassam Radi said the two leaders held one-on-one talks, which were followed by an extensive session that saw the participation of the two delegations of Egypt and Jordan. Upon the directive of President el-Sisi, Egypt sent a plane of medical aid to Jordan as part of Egypt's efforts to support nations amid the coronavirus crisis. The General Command of the Armed Forces ordered the delivery of medicine and medical supplies in cooperation with the Ministry of Health. The aid sent is a reflection of the strong Egyptian and Jordanian relations.
The Red Sea resort of Hurghada is hosting the second meeting of Libya's constitutional path between the Libyan delegations of Parliament and the Supreme Council. The meetings are being held from Monday to Thursday under UN auspices to tackle the future of constitutional path in Libya. The Hurghada meeting comes as the UN mission in Libya prepares to announce a consensus reached by Libyan parties on mechanisms of electing new Libyan executive authority. The mission has given a 24-hour deadline for parties to vote on the mechanisms. Arab League Secretary General Ahmed Abulghait called on the U.S. administration to work with all regional and international sides to reactivate the peace process between Palestinian and Israeli occupation. This came during a UN session on crisis and strives in the Middle East. As for the Syrian crisis, Abulghait said solving the crisis needs decreasing the influence of regional players in the Arab country, adding that these sides will not succeed in cutting Syria away from its Arab regional identity.